and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will get this season underway as toe meets leather. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season. Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He'll pull it on the read. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality, and when it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He might want another play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Powers through the defender. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for them.
Great place to start for this offense. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. And the Cardinals trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line by on this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball in the ground.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Finds some room. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hughes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Thank you. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's King. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Yellow Jackets are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Crosses the 30. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Takes a handoff. It's Watson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really
lets it fly deep downfield. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give. Knocked down for the tackle. The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
you're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
First and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
To throw, it's Moss. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly active.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
First and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going into halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Hosley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Kane. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down, looking for more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Right back to the well. Look out, he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets it up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Watson. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it downfield. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. This time they stop him in the backfield. And that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And the Yellow Jackets will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Quarterback may change this route. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on in midfield. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Oh, out of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Good enough for a first down.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's King. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone's trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the 1st game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. The Judicials prove they are battle-tested and ready for all challenges after pulling out a nice road win today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Louisville!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's King. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.